The maritime industry in recent times is witnessing an influx of women participation. Career opportunities, which were male-dominated, are now open to women. There is an increase in young women positioning themselves in the industry in areas where their voices were never heard. One organization poised with a mandate to ensure that women take their rightful positions in career and boardroom decision-making in the maritime industry in Nigeria is Women in Maritime Nigeria Chapter, WIMA Nigeria. WIMA Nigeria has made reasonable and daring strides in the male-dominated maritime industry since its inception in Nigeria. Recently, a very bold move was made by the incumbent president of the association in the person of Mrs. Rollins McFoy, who is also the CEO of Ocean Deep Services. Accompanied by the WIMA Continental Coordinator representing the Continental President, Barrister Gloria Kanabe, alongside other WIMA Nigeria executives, stormed the Ebonyi State capital to inaugurate a WIMA Ebonyi State chapter. The event was graced by Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ebonyi State, in the person of Mrs. Patricia Obila, representing the Executive Governor of the state, including government functionaries and some heads of ministries in Ebonyi State.
The maritime industry and in the blue economy, because WIMA Africa is the first and only association based on blue economy in the world right now. Industry. But it's time to bring in African women into this industry. First, WIMA Africa was born in 2013 at Johannesburg. And ever since then, WIMA Africa has remained the baby of African Union. We sit at meetings in Addis Ababa with the African Union. We deliberate all over the continents. We interact with one another in all African continents. We stand the African ground in the international ground. When to this blue economy and maritime industry, how are we going to preserve the future for the youth? I tell you, Japa is not a preservation. We have an industry here, the maritime industry, that can contain all our youths. In our midst in WIMA Africa, as women, so you can imagine what we men can do. We have female captains, ship captains. There are 150 professions under this blue economy. 150 professions. And so, if this state can capture it, no youth will be found loitering. You understand? No youth will be found loitering. And that's why I want to speak to the youth today. That's why I want to speak to the women, the students. Like she said, if the women are well informed, then our children will be very well made. Then our men can go ahead, keep making the money, and go to sleep peacefully because we will be getting alerts.
We are going places. We have blue economy. You and I will have opportunities. We have so much to do. The supply chain industry will be expanded. There will no more be transportation by road. We'll make use of the water. There's so many ways, so many things we can do together. Rwanda is a landlocked country. It will amaze you to see the progress that is going on in Rwanda. I was there, I had the opportunity of going there. I was in Kenya last month, and it's thriving. Kenya is doing great because of what they have put in position. And my deputy governor, I hope you will help us women to move faster than where we are today. You will ginger us. Thank you very much for the time.
For the government on the other side, our government is also development friendly. If it is money, we'll give it to you. If it is human resources, we are there. If it is a natural water, it's already everywhere. And that was why I told you that everything that you need is already there. We are just waiting for you. Just tell us what to do, because the action starts now. No going back. So on behalf of my boss and the good people of Ebonyi State, we are so happy to have you in Ebonyi State. We are so happy to have all of you, these beautiful people. We can't afford to miss you. you have come to join the family of Ebonyi State, you won't regret it. Amen. Because I know by the time you go to other states, you will always remember to come back to Ebonyi. Because Ebonyi, not only that we are the best, we are the most hospitable people. Anything development, the government can be there to support you. And we are telling you with this project that you have brought to Ebonyi State, you know, in every good thing, Ebonyi State leads and others follow. I'm telling you, by the time we flag off this, other people will follow us. And I know we are going to get it.
How do we use it without exhausting it like we've exhausted the landmass? And then the blue economy concept came up. Now, what is blue economy? It's just to conserve the ocean waters, the water bodies, marine fresh waters, so that we can have from there a lot of economic growth and development.
Our dear Governor, Chief Francis Obona, here represented by sweet mommy, Chief Princess Patricia Ubila. With her as the Deputy Governor, we women, our heads are high. But she just creates a picture of women in Ebonyi are protected. Because not just that we have the Deputy Governor as a woman, the Secretary as a woman, etc., etc. Let me be a little bit elementary. Each time I see marine and blue, if I see marine, I only remember Port Harcourt, Lagos State, or anything marine spirits.
It is hoped and believed that more chapters of WIMA Nigeria will be inaugurated before the President, Mrs. Rollins McFoy, rounds up her tenure.
In the maritime industry. I am particularly very proud to be a member of WIMA Nigeria. About a few days back, our very amazing and dynamic President, Rollins McFoy, opened another chapter for Nigeria in Ebonyi State. In Nigeria, we have WIMA Abuja. We had the Abuja chapters. When I was president of WIMA Nigeria, we could only find Abuja chapter. So you can imagine my greater joy when my president, Rollins McFoy, took another stride by ensuring that another chapter is established in Ebonyi State.
An offshoot of WIMA Africa, we have come here according to the demands of the states to do our presentation, because if you say WIMA Nigeria, you just say, you know, thank you and we go. We are supposed to inaugurate WIMA Nigeria Ebonyi State today, and so we are going to take a few more minutes than the other people took, and then of course we have one or two procedures. I promise you it's not going to take time. We came with about 30 constitutions, and we're going to leave it with the women so that when they have their meeting and they move forward from there. But for now, I'm going to make a presentation to the three women here today. We have our identification symbol wherever we go in the world. For today, I'm a double-breasted captain. So I have one. So it's either we use this, Barrister Kanabe, you are going to help us to pin when the time comes, and then out of time we're only taking 3. And then if your name was inscribed down by the states to join WIMA, please stand where you are. On behalf of WIMA Nigeria I present this to the Executive Governor, who is ably represented today by our princess, the Deputy Governor. Thank you for bringing us here. Dr. Omar, our association and relationship with you has brought about this. So we will not fail to recognize you. So, WIMA Africa wants to say thank you and keep the good work.
The event was a huge success and a milestone achievement for WIMA Nigeria and WIMA Africa.
WIMA Africa, you know the meaning of Ubuntu. I am because you are. Oneness. So when we say WIMA Africa, WIMA Africa, Ubuntu, WIMA Africa. Thank you.